What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Please like, comment, and subscribe because it really helps me out, and I genuinely appreciate it. In this video, we're going to be doing another comment response video, so let's just get right into it. So here we have a comment from CT1111, and they're asking, once you complete the phases and earn your FOWT, allowing you to sail as an oiler, how hard is it to find a job? I frequently browse Facebook pages, but the job board photos rarely ever seem to list any OL or OMU positions. Everyone recommends going through the SIU apprenticeship, but now I'm starting to have doubts about turning down a job in the Gulf a few months ago. It's a really good question that you ask. You're asking after I take my FOWT class and I get my Oilers, how hard is it going to be for me to find a job? Because you see people posting the job boards on some of these Facebook pages. We probably follow the same two or three Facebook pages, and you really don't see a lot of oiler jobs or OMU, also known as oiler maintenance utility jobs, on the board. Um, and I get it. I see the same thing. If they do put oiler jobs on there, there's probably like two or three on there. If Pride of America puts their oiler jobs on the board, that adds another three. But I'm not working for Pride of America. I'm not sharing a room with two or three other people. I just had to share a dorm room with 24 other men when I went through phase one of the apprenticeship at SIU. I'm not doing it again. That's my boundary. That's my standard. If it's not yours, God bless you. But I'm not doing it again. That's the bottom line. I'm not doing it again. There's that. They have a high turnover rate. They like to fire people very easily. I heard they're not as fun as they used to be years prior. And they are known for being a low paying company while having to do a lot of work. Can't speak for everybody else, but to me, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to stay away. Well, I'm not going to say I'm going to stay away from that, because let's just say I can't find another oiler job in a time frame that I would like, and Pride of America is on there. In my mind, you only need 180 sea days as an oiler to be able to go to Piney Point for your junior engineering class and upgrade to a QMed and start sailing as a QMed. That just might be something that I'll have to do. I don't think I'll have to do it, but if it's something that I have to do, I will. But if it's my choice, I'm not doing it. I'm not sailing with Pride of America under any circumstances. Um, in your next statement, you said that you had to turn down a job on the Gulf, and you're starting to get discouraged with joining SIU. See, look, you have to figure out what's good for you, right? Um, I know I went through SIU, but I'm not an SIU cheerleader. SIU is a cool entry point into getting into the maritime industry. They do offer free training. Um, that worked out good for me because at the time when I started SIU, I was 100% broke. I'll never forget when I started phase one of the program. I probably had maybe $45 on me. That's it. Um, and then I went through phase one, and they found me my phase two ship, and that changed quickly. But SIU worked for me, right? Working private might work for you, um, especially right now. Working private really isn't a bad option because SIU is extremely backed up. They're backed up until sometime in 2026. So if you find a job um, before SIU can get back to you, or if you aren't willing to wait a year to start phase one of the program, I would definitely work private. And with some of these private companies, some of their sea days are worth a day and a half. So you'll be able to get your sea time and upgrade faster, right? It'll be even faster for you to upgrade to, let's just say, an AB. Then after you get your AB, then you can transfer over to SIU. Yes, you'll be a C card, but you'll be an able-bodied seaman. There's a lot of AB jobs on the board. Uh, you won't have to wait too long to find a job. Trust and believe me on that. So that might be a good option for you, depending on how far along in the SIU process you are in. But if you are already with SIU or in the process, don't be discouraged. You're going to be just fine. Uh, don't let these job postings that you see on these Facebook pages fool you. As you can see, just like I can see on some of these Facebook pages, they don't post them up too often, so you really don't know the day-to-day postings or like what is being posted on those boards day to day. There might be an oiler job on the board right now. We would never know because we're not in the hall looking at the board. So don't let it discourage you, man. Um, just find out what is good for you, what works best for you, and you should be all right. Hope I answered your question. I answered it the best way that I could. And to everybody else, that's the end of this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I genuinely appreciate it. As I always say, God bless you all. And please stay safe. It is a crazy world out there, and people are doing crazy things. So make sure you stay safe, stay blessed. And until the next one, you guys have a good day.